Golfers, you got to get this golf ball in play off the tee, and here's how. Folks, you can't win with your driver. You can only lose with it, and you can lose with it really quick. So if you get this driver in play, we're in. We can play the hole. I want to help you get it in play today. We're going to use a TrackMan and talk about business. How do you keep the ball in front of you? Hopefully, if you can keep this golf ball in front of you, you can figure out a way to get it around the golf course. And one of our great goals is to have 18 straight par putts. That means even if you don't hit greens, that'd be cool. All right, let's get after this. It is true that hitting the ball longer is going to help you score lower. That is an absolute fact. However, hitting it out of play is not. We've got to get this golf ball to be much more predictable. So what I'm going to tell you is a couple things about playing. Number one, all right, so here we are at St. Andrews, since you know what's coming, right? And I've actually hit a perfectly straight drive. I don't need to hit it that straight to play good golf. I need to keep some curve off it, safe for it. Now, indoors here, I'm usually aiming dead straight down the middle just because of the cameras and all that good stuff. But on the golf course, I'm actually favoring one side of the fairway or the other. I hope that makes sense. I'm actually favoring one side of the tee box or the other. For instance, if I keep hitting a slice, and I've been hitting a slice for 20 years, right? I'm going to get on the extreme right side of the tee box, aim down the left side, and let that baby slice. So I'm in play off the tee. Got it? That's for golf course. Now, Dunigan, but I'm losing 40 yards off the slice. In that case, number one, we've got to smash the difference between the club face angle and the direction club path that you're swinging that club. So what happens? We get in there and we're going to hit this actual slice. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, there's our golf ball, and it's slicing right down the middle. I had a path that was going left and a face that was right of the path. Okay, that's just fine. But I aimed left and let it slice. Now, yes, that's not as far as I can hit it. The one before went, what, 260? That one went 224. But I'm in play. Number one, get it in play. This used to be called the play club way back in the day when I was a kid, in the 1800s. And my take on that was get the damn thing in play so we can start the hole. Most people fail that right off the bat. They don't get it in play. They're hitting three off the tee, or they're chipping out or pitching out or whatnot up there. We got to stop that. Now, if I want to take that shot and straighten it, I've got to feel out my club face. Here's what we're going to do. Now, we caught that I swung the club 9 degrees outside in, 9.3 left path. I swung the club across this way. Now, wait a second, I didn't really because I was aimed way left, okay? I had the face angle less to the left, 2 degrees. That means the face of the club was open or to the right of my swing direction, club head. That's how you put fade spin on a golf ball. What we're going to try to do now is we're going to try to work the face a little bit. Okay, now you know about the grip. I'm not going there again. But a lot of golfers, when they swing, they actually come down and they rotate the face open. I do that every once in a while. We've got to get this club turning into the ball. In the event that you're slicing it, we've got to get this club turning. And this turning is damn near 3,000 degrees a second. This sucker is rotating. There's no such thing as a square club face, folks. You're just catching the ball in the middle of one massive rotation. I think the idea of trying to square it up and leave it there, that may not be, well, folks, if you've got the face way right of the path, it's definitely not helping you. So we're going to learn to kind of crank on the face the whole way down. Now, you better not be on the golf course right now, okay? You better be on the driving range getting some practice. And you could actually scrimmage this on the golf course in a non-competitive situation, and that will help. But here we go, square up the face more, and that will help. But here we go, square up the face more. All right, apply some work to that face. I'm back here, I'm working it. Some of you may have to work the face back here early in the backswing and work it some more on the downswing. Who cares? As long as we get the face to do something different. Folks, if I hit this thing left, hard left, what we call over here left of Nancy Pelosi, then that would be super good, even if it's out of play left, because it's so different, it's so good that it's bad. That's a wonderful thing, not a bad thing. That little idea right there, super good. So correct, so far overcorrected that it's actually not good. That is a very big secret to learning. All right, let's see. Okay. So I'm feeling that club go back, and I'm feeling myself turn it down. All right, here we go. Not feeling myself do it, I'm doing it, damn it. All right, Dunigan, super good. All right, and there it is. Hard to the left. Well, that's not very good. But guess what? I watched Gary Player hit that shot and shoot 68. Watched it. Left side of the tee box, aiming at the right edge of the fairway, right rough, shot. Remember this. If we can just have a reasonably consistent kind of curve, if for me it's between straight and hook, or if I'm fading it, between straight and fade, I can play for all of those. Aiming straight down the middle, hoping for straight, probably not the best idea, folks. Okay, probably that's one of the things that's killing you. Then, I'm standing there and I hit a 20-yard curve and I'm well off into the rough. 20 yards curve is not very much. We've got to get this golf ball to go any kind of curve between 0 and 40 yards, and we can play golf like that. Be careful trying to hit it too straight too soon, because it creates the two-way miss, which is always fun. As I'm fooling around, I'm going to try to kind of nail this down a little bit. I want you to know that it's going 3,000 degrees a second. We discussed that. But I want you to know that the pros are squaring it up, or they're rotating it way earlier than the amateurs and slower. Wait a second. The amateurs are doing it down here trying to save it, right? That's why you suck at driving. The pros are kind of rotating that club shaft the entire way down in a much smoother, more easily timed fashion. Okay? It's a timing game. By the way, just so you know, if anybody tells you they're trying to reduce the requirements of timing in the golf swing, tell them, good luck with that. Dunigan says, fat chance. It's a timing game, folks. But the earlier we start and the smoother we do it, the better off we're going to be. All right, somewhere in between. That's got to be pretty good right there. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fool with that, folks. I'm just going to play around with it. I need reps, okay? You need, if you're slicing it, what I want you to do, okay, I'm going to figure out how I slice it. Get that face too open, swing left, slice it on purpose. And you might go, ha-ha, I caught myself. Sometimes when we're not fixing our stuff fast enough, it's because you can't feel what you're doing. This is where trying to get in there, it's not going to mess up your swing, because this is not your swing. Okay, your swing is how you move your body. Okay, how you apply the club is your skill. When you're practicing, do different things with your golf club. Then narrow it down. Then throw in the slice once in a while. Then narrow it back down. I don't care these days. There is, look at it, it's got 2,000 RPMs of backspin on it, on that driver. With these new drivers, this is the new Rogue Triple Diamond. There's no spin on them. Golf doesn't care whether you fade it or draw it. Okay, the balls are going far enough now. There's no spin on these balls and drivers, which is a real problem with irons. Now, I also happen to have this Ventus red shaft in there. It's a Velocore, and that is a shaft that helps me kick the ball up high because I have trouble getting it up in the air real high because I'm only swinging, that was 98 miles an hour. So I've got 10.5 degrees of loft. I'm playing with more loft than almost all of my students. Normally, this is a brand new head. I haven't played with it yet. I'm actually set up to 11.5 to get the ball kicking up. The shaft matters greatly. It's huge for you. You gotta go get fit. You have to. I'm a very happy Callaway supporter. I've been on their staff for many years now. I absolutely love their equipment. I think it's the best on the planet, but nobody makes bad golf clubs. Can we be honest about that? However, if I'm out there and I'm playing a 9-degree driver, which I have one at work, I can't get there more. Not because the driver's bad, it's because it doesn't fit my swing. So I'm begging you to get fit. Okay, here's what we do. When I get my hands way up high in the backswing, okay, here, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna aim straight for this one so you can see it on the video. I hit that one right out of the middle of the face, folks. Okay. 4 degrees to the left path. Okay. The ball, smash factor, 1.49. I hit that right in the middle of the face. It had no spin on it again. Oh my goodness, it had no spin on it again, even though I sliced it. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe that's a slice backswing. And if I'm, Bubba Watts, I can get my hands way up high and make a big giant loop on the way down. But that's tough. I'm going to show you these 2 backswings. Okay, totally different backswing, I believe. We'll look at this and really see if we can make some sense. And this is important to really get this, okay, I understand it. Because sometimes what we're doing is we're making a backswing, not just club face rotation, but backswing elevation that's making it damn near impossible to hit the inside of the golf ball. Okay, let's take a look at these 2 golf swings. Same setup, all that good stuff. Well, one, you can see here, I'm swinging the grip more behind my back. That's my key. I try to swing it around me more than up in the air. So now we're up real high, and now we go more deep. My hands are right above my right shoulder, and they're up above my right shoulder still here, but they're much closer to my head. See the space here and the space here? Okay, that little difference can make all the difference in the world. I feel like, and the more I do it, by the way, the better I hit it. I just try to pull the grip straight inside, not the head of the club. See, the grip's going in, not the head. I'm not swinging the head back in, pulling the grip inside. So now on the way down, I have a totally different swing plane coming down. Do we see that? It's a really big deal. This is a really, really, really big deal. And I want you to work on this. Now, this is terribly related to club face angle too. If I square up the club face, it helps me get that golf club more inside, which is behind me. Okay, really, really big deal. And the thing is, if I don't square that club face, folks, and I get that club behind me, this is a 4-right affair. It's going right of the universe. I hope that makes a whole bunch of sense right there. As we continue on down with the golf ball, we can see this club is more low and inside. This club is more, it's still inside because I'm going to hit the inside of the golf ball reasonably well, right? But it's coming down into the golf ball a little bit. So we do desperately need to get the idea that the club is going around us. It's not so much up and down, okay? Now up and down works great at a heavy rough and downhill lies inside hill below your feet. But when you're hitting that driver, keeping that club really level, it's not this, that's the club head going behind. It's not that, it's the grip going around. Get the grip of the club going around you, and up, even around and up, around and up, and squaring the club face. Now, we already discussed this, but I want to make it clear. If you have a left path, okay, you're swinging left, you can still just square the club face and take some curve off that golf ball. Most likely, you'll have to aim right center to the right third of the fairway. Got it? Doesn't matter. If you're hooking it, you may have to check your grip and maybe not quite roll the face over so much unless you're hitting the toe. The toe adds hook spin, the heel adds slice spin. If you're hitting it solid in the face and overdrawing the ball, you may have to do something less with the face, right? Go later with your roll, or most likely, you're doing something like swing way inside to out. That one there, you would actually just fade it straighter. Meaning, hey, you know what, I'm gonna swing straighter. Because some folks are hitting, it's not very often, to be quite honest. The vast majority of the club golfers I see at Applebrook Golf Club, they're slicing onto the wrong hole on the first tee box. Very few hooks onto the range. But the guy that does hook it, right, sometimes it's just shut. Let's see, wait a second. If the face is shut, the ball will take off left. That's how we know. Ball's taken off left of your alignment, that's club face. But if the ball's going down the right side of the fairway on a solid hit, or right center of the fairway, and then hooking hard, that's a sign that the path's going too far to the right. Fade it straighter. You could even, this sounds so crazy, you could get on the left side of the tee box, play it in the right rough, if that's under control, enough to get around the golf course. Or you could actually aim, like Fred Couples aiming left, to take away some of the path, right? You're gonna still have to make an adjustment, and it might be just something at address, right? It might just be, hey, look, I've got too much left spin on it, open the face at address, then hold the golf club to get the difference off of the golf club. Does that make sense? Face to path difference equals curve. Manage that. You're gonna hit a lot of golf balls in play enough. Fairways matter, yes, but not lost balls matter more. Get after it, folks.